Hello guys, welcome to Song of the Deep. This game was just released on Steam. It's from the makers of Ratchet & Clank. It's an action-adventure game where we go underwater in search of a missing father. We'll jump right in, start a new game.
Merryn loved the sea. She loved the sound of the waves calling to her through her window. She dreamt every night of the mysteries that lay beneath. Her father was a fisherman. Each day he went out to sea, and each night Merryn waited at the rocky cliff edge, holding up a candle to guide him safely home. The two of them were poor. Their roof was leaky, and they sometimes went hungry. But as long as they had each other, Merryn knew they would be okay. At night, her father sang her songs about his great adventures. He sang of giant leviathan serpents, haunted caves, and a lost city of gold beneath the sea. Merryn knew the stories weren't real, but she loved to listen to them. She drifted off to sleep, imagining the wonders of the world below. And her life continued that way, simply and happily. Until one night, her father didn't return. Merryn held up her candle at the cliff's edge all through the night, staring out at the empty sea. She shivered in the cold wind as she watched for him all the next day. Her eyes welled with tears as night fell again and there was still no sign of her father. At last, she collapsed into sleep. In her dreams, she saw him, trapped deep beneath the sea, calling to her for help. She awoke with a jolt. A desperate and dangerous plan was already forming in her head. She took scraps of metal and wood her father had caught in his nets and pieced them together. She hammered and bolted, she measured and sawed. And before the sun had set, she had built a tiny, rickety submarine. With trembling hands, she squeezed inside and dove down beneath the waves to search for her father.
So Merryn's quite the engineer who built this little rickety submarine so we can go look for our father. It's actually quite good looking, the game, with the water effects.
The world beneath the waves shimmered with mystery. GLOWKELP bulbs lit up around her as she passed by. Merryn spotted some odd-looking old coins. Maybe her father would know where they were from.
Maybe a wreck, or maybe that golden city he thought was at the bottom of the sea. There's a couple of, is that sea turtles in the background there? It's nice looking. Yeah, I really like what they did with the water environment. It's very good looking. Now we're getting pulled down here by the current. Lots of little fish in the background as well. Feel like I'm rummaging through a coral reef here. Little sea urchins.
An eerie light flickered and danced on the sea floor, like an underwater fire.
So the path is blocked right there, so we can't head through. I'll head up here. So I think we have to avoid the columns of current, so we don't get pulled down. I'm playing on the Xbox One controller, but you can also play this game with a keyboard. So there's a golden coin. Let's grab that. Yeah, there we got caught in the current. And it resets us back here. So we'll make our way back through. Continue onwards.
A seahorse made of clockwork gears darted out of the way as Merryn approached. She wondered who could have built such a curious creature.
So that's very strange. So that must be the Golden City. It must exist, so maybe Daddy is there. We just found something. I think it was a pearl. Let's head down this way. Where the seahorse went. Just got caught in a current there. Ah, there's a chest up there. If you can get through the hit. I don't think we can. No, it's stuck. We'll probably need a torpedo or something like that for that. Magnetic claw. A versatile magnetic claw capable of grabbing, pulling and attacking.
Merryn approached a glowing scrap of metal and pulled it inside. It was claw-shaped and had a strong magnetic pull. She took out her tools and attached it to a firing mechanism on her steering column.
So let's try it on the head here. That didn't do anything. So maybe it's not for the head. We fire that on the X button. Ah, there's something else down here. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Looks like a wreck though, of a submarine or something like that. Ah, so we can use it on the locks, of course. So now we can open the door. So what about this one? That looks like wood. Ah, we can break it still. So what's this over here? Coming out of the ground.
Her father once told her about a mysterious, living energy called Tyne. Could that have been a Tyne wellspring?
I think it's a save point.
Merryn spotted shock nettles ahead of her. She had to be cautious, as the hostile creatures would attack her on sight.
So we can probably hit them with the magnetic thing. There we go. Yeah, we can boot them away, but it doesn't look like we can take them out. Do we have... Ah, damn it. Ah, we can kill them. Okay, we just have to hit them more than once. There we go. Now we're swimming upstream, so maybe if we can gain some momentum and then we can hit that thing over there. There we go. We have to do the same, I think, with the other one. We're not getting up there. So let's open up the door. Shoot through that. And then it explodes, so I shouldn't pick it up again. Ah, just died.
Merryn shuddered, as if recovering from a bad dream. For a moment, she thought she had experienced her own death. But it had merely been the Tyne, showing her one of the many possible roads ahead. Merryn spotted shock nettles ahead of her. She had to be cautious, as the hostile creatures would attack her on sight.
I just want to... we regenerate the health on our own. It's slowly moving back up. Actually quite quickly moving back up. So we just have to be careful when we engage in combat. Just have to recover the health again. Grab this silver over here. So we can't make it through this. That's solid metal. But there was this bomb. Maybe we can grab that. If I can hit it. There we go. And then we'll throw it over here. We'll take care of that. So we can move through. Another save point.
A sleeping guardian blocked Merryn's path. She knew it all too well from her father's stories. And she knew it must never be woken.
Is it then a bad idea to move straight up to it? Yeah, it is. And it throws out bombs apparently. So it's sort of a turret. So maybe we need to throw these back and damage it. There we go.
According to her father, the Guardians had been built by ancient undersea explorers called the Fomori. Merryn always thought the Fomori were a myth. Now she wondered if her father's other stories might be true.
More coins. I guess we'll find a shop at some point. I need a bomb for that. There's a gem back there. Undying caves. That sounds ominous. So we can grab this head.
The old statue reminded her of her father's lullabies about the brave and beautiful Merrows.
There we go. Yeah, I really like the background here. It's a very good looking game. And you do get the feeling that you're underwater. Also with the controls. It's fairly slow to turn. There's a little bit of lag and all of that. Ah, go away. So we'll need another head to go down through there. We can grab this one. Or maybe it's stuck. Ah, here we go. Ah, what the hell? Such an aggressive little urchin there. Ow. We need to take care of the enemies first. And let's find the head again. Where did it go? We need to get rid of this. It was not beneficial. Do respawn, so we have to be fairly quick about getting that hit on the statue. So that should open up the door, and we'll head deeper.
As Merryn explored, she sketched the terrain on a sheet of cartography paper. Her father had taught her that those who make maps are never lost. A huge hermit crab watched Merryn from a rocky ledge. On his back, he carried a vast array of odd-looking treasures. The crab seemed to like shiny objects. Maybe he would be willing to make a trade.
So we can get a concussive claw, but we can't afford it. And that seems to be weapons up here. And there's also, this must be tools. Magnetic collector. Everything in this shop is too expensive, so we can't really buy anything. So we need to gather up more coins. And also we got a map, so now we can see that. So that's where we are. We can actually see the entire map here, where we came from. This is where we started out. And we missed some stuff. We missed the gems back there that we could head back and grab if we wanted. And also an item we missed by the purple icon there. They're so aggressive, these little jellyfish and urchins with spikes. Another statue. Yeah, we can't hit through there, there's a current. We need to find another way. So the current will drag us to the left. What's this? It's a big clam. So what will happen? Nothing. Maybe we can feed it with something. Let's try feeding this urchin to it. So you want to eat clam? I created a pearl. So we got 10 gold for that, so I guess we could make more money just feeding urchins to that. There's also something up there that we missed. It looks like an item, but we can't get at it.
The powerful current was too strong to cross. Merryn's submarine would need greater thrust before it could go back.
So we just need to hide up here in the little alcove and then make our way further before the current comes back. We don't have a boost yet, so it's a little bit slow going. There we go. And we know where we need that. Boost jets, a sophisticated propulsion device capable of boosting the sub's movement in short sprints.
Amidst the wreckage of an old Fomori vessel lay an undamaged propulsion device. Merryn bolted it onto the back of her submarine, eager to test out its effects on her lightweight craft.
So now we can boost through the current here without any problem. Here's another clan. And lots of enemies. They seem to be respawning everywhere. Be careful not to die here. So let's see if we can make our way back here. Through the current. Let's see if we have enough money now for something. We can buy this concussive claw. Increase the claw's damage by modifying to strike with a concussive blast. Let's do that.
Using the materials she bought from the hermit crab, Merryn took out her tools and made a quick modification to her magnetic claw.
Here's another hit. I didn't spot a statue. Ah, it's over there on the left. Through an object while holding down the boost. That didn't work out. So let's try boosting from here and then throwing the object. There we go. I have to do it from up here. So we'll boost down and then we'll throw it. There we go. So that worked out. And it opened up the door over there. So we can grab that last coin and head through the door.
Merryn looked in awe all around her. She knew this place from her father's songs. These were the lost ruins of the MERROWs.
So we found the ancient city beneath the sea. And it's really good looking there in the background. So it's a very story heavy action adventure game underwater.
Lantern jellies blocked Merryn's path. Although the creatures could be deadly to the touch, they were very shy and even avoided each other's light.
Alright guys, we made it to the Golden City beneath the sea. Pick up the game if you think it looks interesting. I'll put the link in the description. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you all next time.